Nominated is that we are women of color, and we are all survivors of some form of cancer, most notably breast cancer. I'm the baby of the group, not in age, in that I was only diagnosed and cured 18 months ago, so I haven't even reached my 2-year span yet. Now, if you hear anybody say, well, I thought you had to survive for 5 years before you're called a survivor, please be sure to tell them that the CDC and the medical community has now agreed that from the day I woke up from that anesthesia, I was a survivor. And you don't get to take my 4 years, 364 days of surviving away from me simply because you want to determine when I am a survivor. Okay. So survivor begins the moment we woke up from that anesthesia. We were on the quest for survival. And part of that survival is to tell our story to you. And part of our survival is to get women of color, men of color in for testing. African American and Latino women are the least women to go in for a mammogram, as though the whole cancer thing is just going to go right past them. Cancer, like a gun, don't know no name. And it's up to you to take care of it. I'm going to finish with this here. I've had a mammogram since I was 40 years old. That was a gift to me to have my first mammogram at 40. It took 18 and a half years for breast cancer to catch up to me. But I had my mammogram at 58 and I had my mammogram at 59. And because I had it at 58 and 59, my breast cancer was caught in stage 1. Stage 1. And had I not had that mammogram and thought that it was going to pass me by, or because of my misinformation, or my not knowing, or my whatever, I might have had to have pain or bruising or something and wind up at stage 4. But I was fortunate that I was at stage 1. A year before, no cancer. A year later, I had the cancer. Caught it stage 1, and I am alive, I am a survivor, and I just want to spread the word. Thank you. That said, I move on to our very first person here, and it is Valery Gilson. Okay. I'm hungry too, by the way, and I'm afraid to eat. Okay. And I'm going to allow her to tell her story. Our plan is for each to tell their story briefly, and then we'll do a Q&A, and we'll also do a wrap-up. And that shouldn't take too long, but you're here. There's no reason to go anywhere. Get the info, and then pass it on.
Hi, as she said, my name is Valery Gilson. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 53, and I'm now 62, so I've been a survivor for about 9 years. I was shocked when I was first given the diagnosis because nobody in my family had breast cancer, or so I thought. When I told my mom, she said, actually, your paternal grandmother had breast cancer and died of it. And I said, why did I not know of that? And she said, in those days, we called it the Big C, and nobody wanted to talk about it because we were afraid that we would catch it. So that was how I found out about the breast cancer in my family. When I was told initially that I had cancer, I didn't believe it and did not hear anything that the doctor said to me. When we were in the meeting, after he told me I had it, I just sat there and I was numb. I wasn't listening to anything he said about possible treatment options. All I kept thinking was, oh my God, does this mean I'm gonna die? When I got home, my brother, who is a doctor at Lincoln Hospital, called me. He's a radiologist. He said to me, what did the doctor say? And I said, he wants me to have a lumpectomy. And for those of you that are not familiar with the various options, one is a lumpectomy, where they remove a lump from the breast, but keep the breast intact. Another option is a mastectomy, where they remove the breast. They can do a regular mastectomy, which is a modified, or they can remove the lymph nodes underneath the armpit if the cancer has spread. In my case, the doctor wanted me to have a modified mastectomy, but I got it all wrong. My brother called up the doctor, was cussing him out, saying, "I'm going to sue you for malpractice. My sister does not need a lumpectomy," and the doctor